Hello my friends, and welcome back to another video. My name is Amanda and today is part 2 of making our second purple carrot box meals. Second purple carrot box. Making meals from our second purple carrot box. So we have a lot of beautiful, wonderful, delicious looking recipes in this week's selection, and last two we're pretty good, so I have high hopes again. I have really high expectations, and I'm just excited to try new food. So today's video, we are going to be making the last 2 meals from our second box, and I'll tell you what I think. And if you're interested in trying purple carrot for yourself, I have a link in the description box where you'll get 50% off your first 4 boxes in January for Veganuary. And I think that that's a pretty good deal. For 4 meals, it was like $54, and those are 4 meals that feed 2 people. So that's 4 days worth of food minus breakfast, because I'm eating the leftovers for lunch the next day. So it's really been kind of helping me get out of that food rut. So I hope you find some inspiration in this video. And like I said, if you're interested in trying purple carrot out for yourself, check out that link in the description box below. So let's get into it. First recipe for this video, we are making roasted chickpea bowls with pears and whipped tahini dressing, which is paired with toasted hazelnuts and an arugula salad. So everything was nicely packed. My greens were starting to wilt a little bit. I did make this later in the week, but I guess that's to be expected. And I was a little kind of concerned about the small amount of cauliflower that was provided for this meal, but we're gonna roll with it. So we have our beans, our greens, our herbs, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm rambling. But anyway, first thing we're gonna do is make our farro, which is not something that I don't think I've ever had before. So I was excited to try that. Rinse and drain our chickpeas and chop up the cauliflower, add a little bit of oil and then the spice blend. Give that a little bit of toss to coat and then add it on a baking tray. And then here's where I did not read the directions fully, because I used a little tray and then I'm like, oh wait, I forgot about the pear. So I took that out, transferred it to a bigger tray and chopped up my pear. And I was like, pear with olive oil and salt and pepper? I don't know, but spoiler alert, it was very good. So next up, we're gonna toast the nuts. And I just decided to use the small sheet pan separately because I had already dirtied it and I'm gonna have to wash it anyway. So I added that in near the end of the cooking time. And then to make our dressing, we just add all the little packets plus a little bit of water and half of the lemon juice, and this was not the prettiest color. This is pretty true to how it looked, and I was like, I don't know about this, but I was like, oh wait, it's going on the greens, so you're not going to be able to see it. So once the farro is done, add a little bit of olive oil and salt, and we're good on that. Nuts are done, veggies are done, toss our greens, and we're good to go. This came together very smoothly. I think the recipe was written in a very efficient way. That way you can be, working on things kind of as you go. So you're not just sitting around waiting for something to finish cooking to move on to the next task. So I do really like that about a lot of these recipes. They utilize your time very well. So now we're good to plate it up. We're gonna add our farro, our arugula salad that has been dressed, and then half of the chickpeas and cauliflower, and then half of the pears, and then half of the nuts. I did only toss half of the arugula because I was gonna eat the leftovers for lunch, and I didn't want it to get super soggy. So there we go. I will say this did look pretty close to the picture. I know my lighting wasn't super good. It's so dark here so early now where I live because it's winter, but ultimately I was like, all right, okay, let's not judge the book by its cover as I throw my phone, but it's okay. At least it didn't fall in the dish. It did smell really good, and I wasn't really sure how to go about this, if I should taste everything separately or just kind of go in. So I tried the cauliflower. I did really like the seasoning that was on here, and then I went in for just the arugula, and that dressing was a little too strong for me. It was very sour, and it hurt my throat. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna mix everything together. And I tried the farro, and it was kind of chewy, but I guess that's what farro is supposed to be. I just wasn't really expecting it. So I definitely think that mixing it together is good. But like the roasted hazelnut and the pear, like I really liked those particular flavors. So then I decided, you know what, I think the best way to eat this is all mixed up, and it was good. It's not something that I would like go out and make for myself. I think there needs to be more veggies, so more cauliflower, but it is a very balanced flavor when it's all together. It was okay, but like I wouldn't go out of my way. It's just like there's not enough to it, you know? So the next dish we're making is a lemon pepper tofu with za'atar, white bean puree, and caper vinaigrette. I'm like, this looks like a lot of different parts, so I'm really excited to see how this comes together. And I was also curious as to like how the tofu was, but like this is definitely a high protein meal because we have the tofu and we have the beans. So first thing we needed to do was preheat our oven and wash our veggies, because this has like the roasted tofu, the veggies, the vinaigrette, and then also the white bean puree. So there's a lot of different parts. So I would recommend tearing the tofu like the recipe says. I just didn't for some reason, but we're gonna start with the tofu. Chop that up, add the olive oil, pepper, salt, lemon juice, lemon zest, and the cornstarch, because that is what's gonna make it crispy. So there was a lot of cornstarch for this tofu, but it definitely made it crispy, and I really am the person that needs to have crispy tofu. It's just like my favorite thing ever. So we'll add the tofu to a baking sheet and then bake that. So then we could just let it be. And then actually, we're gonna throw it on the floor. Oh my God, I can't believe I dropped it. But fortunately, I was able to salvage it. And I forgot about the garlic again, but whatever, it's fine. So next thing we're making is the white bean puree. We're gonna add the za'atar spice with the other half of the lemon juice and the olive oil, garlic, and the white beans, a little bit of salt, and then some water. So you do need a food processor for this. You could probably just mash the beans with your fork and they wouldn't be as saucy, but that's okay. And then the vinaigrette was like a tomato salad. So you chop up the tomatoes, parsley. I chopped the capers a little bit, and then garlic. There was a lot of big stems with the parsley though. And there was a lot of garlic, a lot of raw garlic. In this dish. It smelled really great. So there's a clove of raw garlic in the white bean puree and in the tomato vinaigrette. And then last thing, you just have to fry up the beans, and yeah, so now everything is done, came together really nicely. Good order of recommending making thing by thing, so that's really good and I liked that. So first thing is adding that white bean puree to the plate, and then you pretty much just add a little bit of each thing. Again, like this was a sad amount of veggies. Like I really wish that there was like twice as much green beans, because this was only for 2 people. This was half, and like I would have really liked to have a little bit more sustenance. Like I know there's a lot of protein because there's a lot of tofu and the white beans, but I really would have preferred to have some more like veggies. I guess there's the tomatoes, but I don't know. I like to have more veggies with my meals, but whatever. It looked really pretty. Like I really liked the colors, and like it definitely looked like the picture. Like I was like, wow, okay, I'm excited, but I'm a little bit worried because of all of this raw garlic. These garlic cloves were huge, but I was very impressed. It looked really good. It smelled really good. Here's me trying to not drop my phone again as I get a good view of the dish, but it's okay. And I did decide to just go in. I tried the tofu first with the white bean spread. The tofu was good. It was nice and crispy. It didn't have too much flavor, but the beans, like that garlic hit. It was very spicy. The green beans were green beans, and the tomato caper vinaigrette, like that was really good, except all the raw garlic. It like burned my throat to eat this. So I love garlic, but I would definitely cut the raw garlic down by half if I were to make this again, but I would try it on something else. I don't know. All right, my friends, that is a wrap on today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I really appreciate you being here and supporting my channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you're new. And I don't know, maybe even share with your friends. Give my channel a little push push, help us grow Amanda's Kitchen together here. And I just wanted to reiterate that this is my own personal opinion on these meals. My taste buds might be different from yours, so if I didn't like something, you might. If I did, you might not. I just kind of wanted to share my opinion and experience. Making a little tweak to the recipe instructions along the way is my own personal choice, just based on things that I have learned throughout my home cook journey. So again, these recipes are all available online at purplecarrot.com. You can view the recipes and the upcoming meals. And again, if you're interested, you can click that link below and try Purple Carrot out for yourself. And I would love to hear in the comments if you've tried Purple Carrot, what your favorite meals are, what you like, what you don't like, and we can kind of have a conversation about it. So if you like what you see, stick around for the next video. And until then, I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye for now.